Sometimes ain't nobody there. It's just you and God, and we still don't allow God to move. We still don't allow. I can tell this is good when a person is spending time with God outside of the church. When there ain't nobody, I can tell this is good because it spills over into the building. Y'all know? Y'all follow what I'm saying? So when we're spending time in our individual life in our own closet, and we're becoming lovers of God and not just lovers of ourselves, it comes to church with us for the little hour.
Yes.
And the hour is powerful. And we need more time like that. We need that time to regenerate and to recharge. And so as we're looking here in 2 Timothy is he's breaking it down here. He says, so again, men should be lovers of their own selves. I got a military buddy who told me, I never love nobody but myself. He told me. I said, wow, you for real too? He said, yeah, I don't love nobody but me. I said, wow.
That's real.
And when he said that to me, I was like, it's scary, but I had to accept it because he was for real. And the Lord told me that's where he is.
That's right.
So then, God told me, shh, I need you to live a life. I said, oh, you're going to put me on hard street. That's a hard street.
I always want to mess with us.
Yeah. So, and then, because I thought he was going to say, your assignment is up with him. Oh, no, that was the assignment. When he said, I said, oh, so when he said he ain't going to love nobody, I said, so now you going to,
Yeah.
I want to come down on top of that plate and say, man, if you don't accept the love, but I couldn't. So anyway, I'm making a point to you that we love ourselves. We love who we are. You getting that word, Mama? All right. So we love ourselves more than we love the things of God. I want to talk about the things of God. I want y'all to put some stuff on the table. Joni, Tita, Mother, Sister Angela, my mom. I want y'all to put some stuff on the table. What we love, what are we loving more than we love God? What are some of the things? We're going to do some comparison because there's a lot of church stuff that we do. We think it's God. And we call, I love God. I didn't know what it is. So, lovers of ourselves versus being lovers of God. What are some of the things that we should do compared to the love of God? We just talking.
Some things we should do, or some things that we love. I'm going to push you get clear.
We doing some things,
Yes.
and we call it God, but we're really lovers of ourselves because we get some out of it.
Yeah, we get some praise and glory.
We
because
get-
we plan all of the activities of the ministry.
I didn't know you were gonna go all the
And
way
I
like that.
get praise because sister's recognition. Sister, son,
So does that make us lovers of ourselves?
especially when we're doing it, the reason. We're doing it for the glory, doing it for recognition.
So that means we become lovers of ourselves.
Yes, we do.
Now, what will be the difference in becoming a lover of God? If you take your situation, what can I do differently?
Do it humbly, not expecting no recognition, doing it from your heart.
Even if nobody said
Even if
anything.
nobody says anything, God recognizes you. God recognizes you. And when it's time for you to receive some recognition, somebody see God, see stuff. Somebody will tell you thank you. Sister, we appreciate you.
And it may not be in front of everybody.
That's right. It may not be in front of everybody.
And that's the part that bothers a lot of people. Well, why you couldn't do it when everybody was here? I mean, the people are like that.
Yes, they are.
They are like that. They want everybody to see. And so we become lovers of things. What else is out there? What makes us a lover of God? What are some of the things that we, how do men become lovers of God? Through what? I'm listening.
You have to spend time with them. Where's your relationship? I can't love someone if I don't spend time with them, get to know them. And then in getting to know God, then I get to know who I am. I get to know myself too. So there's some things about me that I bury, that I don't even acknowledge or deal with. So I know I'm not going to put it on the table for anybody else to know. I don't want you to know that about me because I'm in the church. I have a position, I didn't ask for the position. I just walked in. They said, you know what, we sure could use some help. with the children, or we can use them help over here with the ladies, and sometimes we serve in places that God never called us to serve in. So a lot of times, I mean, I only got up there to sing because, you know, Talita has a beautiful voice, and I just want to stand next to her, and I wanted to be singing too, so I got up there and sang. They said, that note you sang was pretty good, so why don't you get on up there? I'm not going to do that. I sit, and I will get the audience hype. Let me just sit out here with my hands lifted up. Follow me in that capacity, but I'm not going to get up there and do what God has not called me to do.
But all the men are deacons or preachers.
Do I have a plea in anything?
But
So-
my pastor told me to go.
And we do follow, sometimes we think of following leadership, but we're following Christ. Because, you know, my pastor told me that, you know, I had an eye, you know, I work with the children, and I don't even have, and no offense when I say this, I love children, but I don't have the patience to teach children her age. But if you give me somebody older, you give me somebody middle school and up, I may be able to, well, not maybe, I could teach, but I may not be able to reach her. So sometimes we get in positions where we're stuck because we think we're helping and we're not, and now we're angry, and now we're not working to our full capacity.
Which means now we operate in pride. See, broke it down. We become lovers of ourselves, you know, since I'm getting something out of it. Lovers of pleasure more than God. Well, I do get a check out of it. You know you can't do that. But y'all, we do it because we're going to get something out of it. And so, we end up, if I can say it this way, making a monk of. Because now it ain't real. It's not real. And if you really want to break it down, you really not happy either.
Nope. No.
So now, how does God get the glory out of it? How does God get the glory out of that? You unhappy? God is not pleased, because, you know, we talk about pleasing God. What are we doing to really please God? To really please God. And we talked about one of the first things you got to have Sunday. You got to have faith. And if you don't have no faith, we ain't even on the brink of pleasing God. We ain't even close to pleasing God. All this stuff we doing, that's not. God said it is impossible to please Him without faith. You must first, he that come to the Lord, come to God, must first believe that He is God. And He is a rewarder of them that what? Diligently seek Him. So if I don't do nothing else, I need some faith to please God. So I'm doing all these things in the church house, but I don't please God. That ain't got no sense. That's awesome. And some of us have been doing that for some years now. And so, Paul Brick, anybody on the phone had anything to say before I move on?
I feel like one of the closest ways to build a relationship with God is either thinking of ways to try to please Him or even develop a heart to want to please Him or develop a mind of obedience and submission to His will. You can just choose Him first. And it might sound simple, but sometimes it's complicated. So instead of rolling the blunt when I'm irritated, I call it in prayer. Instead of having a drink, I'll say, you know what, instead of doing that, let me listen to somebody preach a word right quick. Or let me watch the service or listen to gospel music instead of the opposite. And just always welcoming Him in will create a heart for Him. And whenever you have a heart for something, it's almost improbable not to want to do something to please where your heart is.
Very good. Very good. Is there someone else? Thought I heard somebody. Yes, ma'am.
I want to say also, you know, while we're dealing, we have to pray and ask God to help us in those specific areas to be a help to the ministry and not a hindrance. And then we have to know that we deal with people after the Spirit and not out of our flesh.
All right now.
Because that's not good.
That's right.
That's the way you get along with people.
That's right.
It comes from all kinds of personalities, you know. So
So
that's and everything else.
For men shall be lovers. Mhm. For men shall be lovers. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. You know, we used to read that differently. People would say men shall be lovers of themselves, but it said their own selves, and not lovers of God. I gotta make sure I keep saying that. Men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful. Being unthankful is unholy, it's ungodly, unholy, without natural affection. Now we're getting down into some other things. Unnatural, without natural affection, truth breakers can't get you to commit to nothing. False accusers, incontented, fierce despisers of those that are good. There's some good folk. Despise good. We despise doing good. Despise people as people that can help you get through. People that pray. You know, every now and then I had this person. You know, I have all kinds of folk call me apostle. And it, you know, it be the saints. It don't be the worldly folk. It's the saints. And you know, and this person called me again and said, "You just always up here." I said, "I ain't always up there. I just have to stay up there." You need a balance. Told me what I need. But I said, but you called me for prayer. So if I'm down here and you down here, well, who gonna pray? Well, who gonna pray and get through?
Okay.
Because yeah, I can still pray. I don't have time to wait for you. But what is it about calling me and telling me I'm too high now? I don't understand that phone call. And I take it every time. Because I just don't understand the call. You call me, you just always up there. And I be on the phone like this. But can you pray? I say, he shut now. I take him down through that too. I take him right on down there, and by the time we finish, they shut nine too. You're not gonna bring me down and try to make me right here because you're talking about I'm always up here. But you call me for prayer.
That's why I called.
I'm gonna give you the ghost that I got. This ain't no joke to me. I don't know what y'all think this is. I'm not joking. I'm really for real. Broke down as I am. I like to look at you. I don't know why I like to look at you. Broke down as I am. Priscilla, you still on there? She understand. Priscilla. And broke down as your brother is, he's still for real. I'm not joking. And I mean heaven all the way. And when you deal with me, you're gonna get the ghost. Come on, Apostle, because I know I see it in your spirit. And
well, I missed so much.
No, you didn't.
I want to say this about relationship. There's one thing that's really important about a relationship with God. We do not have the option to choose the type of relationship we want with Him. He already said, this is what, if you want me, this is what you got to do. If any man will come after me, any man, let him first deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me daily. So, you know, we trying to develop a